They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Darius Geis. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Slam, slam, slam. Check, crunch, go, go. Switch. Watch the edge.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Trying the right side with Howard. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They run with Howard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. On third down, this is Howard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On fourth down, it's Howard. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 10-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On second down, it's Peterson. Brought down by Nate Gary.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This one complete to Jordan Reed. Give him 6 yards in the first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, it's Thompson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down.
I'll tell you who was excited by that play, and that was the defensive front. They didn't need any additional help. They got to him in a hurry. And right there, he had to make a big-time decision.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Howard now to throw on second down. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Here we go. 180!
Throwing on first is Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Jordan Howard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Haskins. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Go. 180! Switch.
On 3rd down, it's Howard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Good son. 480. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz, and he'll hit Jeffrey complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 62 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check the backer.
2nd down, Haskins. And Reed with it over the middle. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Check 4.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
53 is the mic. I got it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, yeah. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. Echo.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And that's complete. It's Sims. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He Gets it to Sims, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Hey, switch gears.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 1st and 10, Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sims. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Haskins will throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Running with Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Howard. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
You got nothing.
Looking to throw, Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now it's Haskins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. On first down, they run with Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check girls, check girls, check girls. Check. 53's mine.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Haskins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up, and what's been so far a tough game for them. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. By finally getting stopped again, that's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now it's Haskins. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. It's TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But, boy, what a way to finish it.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.